What's up, Everyday Blades? It's my favorite day of the month. Monthly Knife Club is here. So, my goal with this is, in the beginning, just to show you guys the value of what you're getting and if this is a viable subscription. And I think I established that with the first video. I got some different boxes this time. One with some EDC items in it, just to kind of show you what options are available. Now, to be upfront, these are sent to me by Monthly Knife Club. They provide these for review. We really appreciate that. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I can tell you, honestly, if they stop sending these, I would purchase probably 2 of these a month, if not all 3 of these. I think they're a great value for a knife collector. Maybe not the average Joe, but if you're into knives, these are it. These are 100%. So let's start with there are tons of other packages you can get. These are just the 3 that I chose that I like, okay? Haven't experienced a bunch of the other ones. I can just speak on these, but these are some good ones. So let's start with the lowest tier that I got. This is a tier 2 name brand knife. This comes with one knife. You pay $55. The value is $89.99 to $90.99. This is the lowest you'll find it on the internet. This is the highest you'll find it on the internet. New, through a authorized distributor. So this is a Bear & Sons Bear Ops knife, which I wasn't aware. This is another reason I love this thing, because I get knives that I just didn't know about. I didn't know that Bear & Sons knives were made in the USA. I would have been buying them a long time ago had I known that. So this is a made in the USA knife. And if you're not into any type of EDC gear and all that, or survival gear or stuff like that, this is the type of subscription you should get, because it's just a knife. You get all the value in the knife. You're not wasting some of the value on things you may or may not want. So this is a Bear & Sons Bear Ops Ranker 4 Pattern 900 knife. Let's check it out. Made in the USA. Comes with a sleeve and a certificate of authenticity. I've had these out of the box already, played with them. And one thing I noticed on this knife is you do have to give it a little bit of wrist to open it. One thing I think is going on is I look back through all my knife collection, all the videos I've done. I have not had another knife that had a flipper and an axis lock. The axis lock is a little different than like a liner lock or a frame lock as far as pressures. It kind of fluctuates as it goes, so that's why I think you have to give it a little bit of wrist. But if you don't want to mess with that, you could also give it to thumb flit. So we're talking about D2 blade steel, coated D2 to avoid corrosion. The scale material is Zytel, Z-Y-T-E-L, in a desert tan. It's got an ambidextrous pocket clip. It's super light. It weighs 1.8 ounces. The blade length is 2.25. See, if you just barely push that flipper tab, it's not going to open. You got to give it some wrist. Overall length is 6 inches. And most importantly, made in the USA. Oh yeah, she's sharp too. So that's the first tier. That's $55 a month to get a value of about $90. So that's the tier 2 name brand knife. Let me stack this stuff over here. We're just getting started. That was the lowest tier we have. The next tier is the Onyx Collector's Plan. This is their highest end knives that they carry. This value is not always the same. It does always cost $119, but I think last month, this says $149 to $175 is the value of this knife. Last month it was like $250, so it'll fluctuate. You're always going to get significantly more value than what you paid. because they buy them in huge bulk, and you know that's the way the business model works. Check it out. And you get the little hologram kitty, warrior kitty. Concept. Big fan of concept knives. I have lots of them. I do not have this particular one. This is the Concept Nest Street, Nesstreet folder. It's a coated S35 VM blade with a smooth, hard micarta spoon clip. It's got just the right amount of spring to it. It's a liner lock running on bearings. So this knife, this one you pay $119 for, and the value is $149 to $175. This is, like I said, the lowest price you'll find it and the highest price you'll find it. This knife was designed by Greg Wargrisky. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Terrible at pronouncing names. The weight is 4.55 ounces. Blade length is 3.58 inches. The overall length is 8 inches. CPM S35. This is just a solid knife. Some of these knives are just knives that came out 6 months or a year ago, and the hype has kind of died down on them. So this company buys them in bulk and includes them in their packages. So really great to get in on some knives you missed out on or you may not have seen. For a great deal, I think. But I'm a fan. I like it. Let's stick that back in there. Now let's get into the creme de la creme. They send me this package when they have it. This one's my favorite. This one is the ultimate plan. This is their big boy. So the cost of this box, I believe, is like $165. And the value is $366.34. So we'll go through it. There are multiple knives in here. Alright, we'll start off with the... Got another warrior kitty, hologram warrior kitty. And then the Swiss Safe glow sticks. Those are $11.49. And then the Coast G34 LED flashlight, $24.95. See, this is stuff that I use. I think that most knife guys will use a flashlight. I use a flashlight every day. And then 3 knives. Okay. So let's go over the first knife. It's going to be the Gerber Mansfield. And natural micarta. Value $39.95. Get her out of here. So like I said, the value is $39.95. This is a slip joint. It's got nice walk and talk. Big fat stamped polished clip on it. Natural micarta. It doesn't say the blade steel on here. I'm sure this is whatever Gerber's, budget house steel is. I would guess probably like a D2 or a 14C20AM, but I'm not sure. But it's got a nice lockup. It's not going to come closed on you, and it's damn sharp. That shaving sharp. Nice. So this knife I would have never known about had I not gotten this package. So. That's the Gerber Mansfield Natural Micarta. Next is the Kubi Kempe Nest. And I like Kubi knives. Value $60. So you got G10, D2 tool steel with a Tonto blade. Got a skull thump. Anodized pivot collars, And she's a flipper liner lock. Really solid little knife. It's a Kubi. What more could you say about it? They just make good knives. So it's $60 value. And for the creme de la creme, it's a Kaiser. This is the Kaiser Mini Sheepdog in titanium scales, and S35 VN blade steel. Very nice. This is the first time I've actually handled a sheepdog, and this is one of the reasons I like this. I like this subscription. A lot of these knives are knives I was kind of on the fence about and just slept on and didn't get them. This is just a really cool knife. This is absolutely a knife that I would buy. So the value of this is $229.95. And all together for this plan, $366.34 for $165. So you get 3 knives, flashlight, glow sticks, all for $165. I think that's a heck of a deal. I believe in next month's subscription or this month's subscription. This is an Onyx level knife. I don't know if they came with that before, but the Ultimate plan will have an Onyx level knife, their highest level knife in it. So the Ultimate plan, I mean. So the Ultimate plan is definitely something as one of my favorite ones. The Onyx and the Ultimate plans are my 2 favorites. But last month, the favorite knife I got out of all of them came out of the $55 a month plan, the very first one I showed you. That was a killer knife. I forget which one it was. It had a huge flipper tab on top of it. It was just a great knife. I still carry that knife. It's in my rotation. So there it is, guys. I'll put the links to the subscription in there so you guys can go and check out the different levels they have. They have you can add the EDC type stuff to it. You can step the packages up higher. You just go through their website and see what you like there. Try it out for a month. If you don't like it, cancel it. I think if you're a knife collector, you're going to enjoy this stuff. If you don't already have all these knives, but I think he does a pretty good job at keeping it pretty rounded. And like the Ultimate plan, you're paying 50% of the value, or less than 50% of the value. I think that's a home run. If you don't like one or two of the knives, sell them. So, guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.